all, welcome back to Pabbly. Come, I'll show you a magic today. Let's say I'm going to purchase this vitamin C serum. So I'm going to click on this proceed to checkout and I'm going to purchase this serum. I'm going to enter all of my details. For the email, I'm going to keep it as smart@pabblytudes.com, and as you can see the rest of the details. Now I'm going to click on this place order and I'm going to finish this order on cash on delivery. So as you can see that I've successfully placed this order. Over is the order number, over we're going to see the email, the total and the payment method. Not only this, you're going to see that this is the billing and the shipping details, the address, the phone number and the email address. Alright, so now let's open our Google Sheets, and the details of the same has been added in my Google Sheets. Be it the order number, the name, the email, the address, the zip, the product name or the amount. Within seconds and in real time, the details have been added. So yes, this is no magic. This is the power of automation which we're going to create in today's video. And if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then watch this tutorial till the end, and by the end of this video you can also create this amazing automation for your own business. So let's move on further and see how we can create this. So let's see how we created this automation. So to create this automation, I opened a new tab and search for pabbly.com/connect in your browser, and it is going to open the landing page of Pabbly Connect, using which we are going to create this automation. Alright, so now on the landing page of Pabbly Connect, we have two options: sign in and then sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, click on this sign in, but if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore Pabbly Connect. Once you click on this sign up for free, Pabbly is going to ask you some basic details like the name, email and the password and also your phone number, and you can log in inside Pabbly Connect and get 100 of tasks free every month to explore Pabbly Connect. But if you are an existing user, click on this sign in and it is going to open all Pabbly apps, and we're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect, so click on this access now just under this Pabbly Connect. Now it is going to open the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, so click on this create workflow and select the workflow builder. So there are two options, the new one or the classic one. New workflow builder is modern, faster and flexible, and the classic one is stable and has a familiar approach. Select any one of this. I'm going to select this new workflow builder. For the workflow name, I'm going to keep it as add e-commerce orders to Google Sheets automatically. Now I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So if you wish to create a new folder, click on this create new folder button and create your own. After entering this workflow name and selecting the folder, click on this create button. Once you click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger starts the process and the actions are results towards the same. So to get started, we have to click on this add trigger button. For the trigger application, we have to search for the e-commerce store we wish to connect. So either you can use Shopify, WooCommerce or any another of your choice. Pabbly supports most of them. So in this video, I'm going to use WooCommerce as the example. You can also connect your Shopify store with Pabbly Connect and also add the Shopify order details in your Google Sheets. I'm going to attach the video for the same in the description box below. You can check it out if you want to connect Shopify. But for the WooCommerce, you can follow me, search for WooCommerce and select it right over here. For the event, you have to select it as new order created and click on this connect. Now you're going to receive this webhook URL. So copy this webhook URL and open your WooCommerce store. So as you know that WooCommerce is a plugin of WordPress, I've opened the same. Now from the left end of the site, you have to go towards the settings of your WooCommerce store. Once you come on this settings, alright, first let me open this settings. And after you come on this settings, you have to go towards this advanced. And after you come on this advanced, you have to go over here towards this webhooks. As you can see over here, we have this webhooks option. So carefully go on this webhooks. After we come on this webhooks, we have to add the webhook. But before, you can see all the webhooks which I've already added. To add a new webhook, click on this add webhook button given right over here. Once you click on this add webhook button, first you have to name your webhook. So let's say I'm going to name my webhook as new order. So I'm going to enter the webhook name as new order. For the status, I'm going to keep it as active. For the topic, I'm going to select it as order created. You have to keep in mind that the topic should be order created only. Now for the delivery URL, paste the URL which you copied from the workflow. Alright, and now after pasting this webhook URL, what you have to do is you have to move on further towards the secret. So over here, if you wish, you can definitely enter a secret, but this is not required, so you can leave it as blank. For the API version, keep it as latest and click on this save webhook. Once you click on this save webhook, your webhook will be saved, and as you can see, we have successfully created a connection between WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect. And now we have received this webhook ID, which is the proof of this successful connection. But now what I want is, I want the order details so that I can add the order details right over here in my Google Sheets. So to get this order details, we have to click on this recapture webhook response and then yes. Now it is saying waiting for webhook response, so let's do a test submission in order to capture this webhook response. Let's purchase this moisturizing cream. So I'm going to add this cream to my cart and then I'm going to open my cart. And as you can see that this is my cart, so let's click on this proceed to checkout because I only want to purchase this single cream. Now I'm going to enter all the details. First of all, I'm just going to edit this email address over here, which is I'm going to enter the details in order to purchase this product. As you can see that I've successfully updated these details, alright, and as you can see that I'm going to move on further. Over here I'm just going to change the rest of the details to, I'm going to change the first name, last name and so on. And now you can see that I've successfully entered all of these details. Now I'm just going to purchase this product on cash on delivery. So I'm going to purchase this and click on this place order. And as you can see that we have successfully placed this order. This is the order number, this is the date, the email, the total and the payment method. And also you can see the details, which is the name, which is demo member. You're going to see the email and the phone number. Now let's open our workflow and Pabbly is going to capture the response for this same order right over here. We just have to wait for a few seconds till Pabbly is capturing this response. And as you can see that we have successfully received this response, you're going to see all the order details. You're going to see the payment method and the rest of the details too. Now I'm going to add these details in my Google Sheets. So to do this, I'm going to click on this add new action step. For the action application, I'm going to search for Google Sheets and select it. For the event, I'm going to click on this add new row and click on this connect. Now if you have already created a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, follow me, click on add a new connection and then sign in with Google. Now we have to select the Gmail account with the help of which we want to create this connection. Pabbly is asking me for some permissions, so let's click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because our data is 100% safe with Pabbly. Now we have to select the spreadsheet and the sheet. So as you can see, the name of my spreadsheet is payment tracking. So I'm going to select the same, I'm going to select the sheet and one by one I'm going to add all the details. But we are not going to enter the details manually by tapping it like this, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So one by one I'm going to map all the details. First I'm going to map this billing first name, then the last name. Now I'm going to map this email address. Now let's move on further. I'm going to map this address too. Now let's move on further. I'm going to map this zip code and let's say I'm going to map the postcode over here. Now let's move on further. I'm going to map the product name. So I'm just going to look for the product name and map it. For the amount, I'm going to map the amount over here. I'm going to look for the total amount and map it. Now after mapping all of these details, click on this save and send test request. And as you can see, we have received the positive response that we have added these details in our Google Sheets. And as you can see that we have successfully added the details in our Google Sheets. And with this, we have successfully completed our workflow. Now whenever we're going to receive a new order from WooCommerce, automatically the details of the same order will be added in my Google Sheets. Not only for WooCommerce, but you can create this automation for any another online store too, like Shopify or anything. Pabbly supports most of them. I'm just going to attach the video on Shopify to Google Sheets in the description box below too. And now, like I showed you in the starting of this video, we don't have to come back in again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. And now, like I showed you in the starting of this video, that we don't have to come back in again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. Whenever we're going to receive a new order from WooCommerce, the order details will be added in my Google Sheets. All of this is going to happen in backend only. Alright, so go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. For your reference, I'll also add the workflow URL of this workflow in the description box below. You can check out my workflow too. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. And now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.